What is guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to rank every single stage of Unova Champion Stadium into this tier list. And yeah, this is a very simple tier list that you see a lot around in other YouTubers as well. We have 4 tiers, having free for being easiest, meh for being slightly harder, tough it's difficult, and well, save me is extremely difficult, and it's some of the stages I think it's really hard. And yeah, I think that wraps up today's intro, and hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, as you can see, there are 2 chandeliers, one representing the water stage and the other representing the ground stage, which I will give some more detail. And you can see that every single Pokemon is here, none of them missing. And yeah, that wraps up the intro, and hope you guys enjoyed. And make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'm probably doing a premiere for this video, and if you have any opinion or you disagree with any of these, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to answer your opinion. So yeah, let's start off with the one and only Chantal. So for Chantal, we have 2 Chandelures and a Drifloon. I'm gonna rank the Drifloon first, because Drifloon is the first Pokemon we see with Chantal in the Champion Stadium. I think Drifloon is meh. Wait, what's going on? Let us try again. This is not going well. Here. Excellent. Okay, Drifloon is meh. The reason is, Drifloon has Swift, Air Cutter, and Shadow Ball. These moves are not really like special. First of all, Swift is bad, Air Cutter is not interesting, Shadow Ball is weak. Like, not weak, but it's like not interesting at all. Anything can get Drifloon to +3 special attack, which could be scary, but if you guys are using Getsus, Noble Rock can just easily lower it down. If you have Ice Steven, you can flinch it, counter it very easily. Freeze is so good. And yeah, the problem with like fire stages or like electric stages is paralysis, freeze, burn. Like, these are very easy to inflict, and yeah, I think Drifloon is not too hard, and it's meh. Let's rank the Water Chandelure first. I think Water Chandelure is tough. Hold on. Water Chandelure is tough. I want to type water back. I think Water Chandelure is tough. The reason is, Water Chandelure is the Will-O-Wisp Sunny Day one. So you think about this. If you don't use Sycamore in the other stage, you cannot reflect status condition. You're forced to suffer with Will-O-Wisp every single time. And you have Sunny Day, which boosts the damage of Heat Wave. Like, obviously, you can use Red, you can use Full Heals to like neglect everything. But like, if you're not going to use Red, or you don't have Red, then you're kind of in trouble, because Heat Wave is like 90 times 1.5, 140 something. It does a lot of damage to all Pokemon. And yeah, you can lower its accuracy, but it still hits, so it's hard. And Sunny Day Will-O-Wisp burns everyone, which reduces physical damage attack, which is not good. And the other thing is the Palossand at the side. The Palossand at the sides are also very hard to deal with, if I'm being honest. And lastly, X special attack all for Chandelure is also very difficult to deal with. I use Sycamore Moonblast and lower its special attack, but if you guys don't do that, you have to suffer with that as well, which is extremely hard. I don't think it's dead tier, because it's beatable and it's not as scary as I think, because there are ways to solve it. Okay, Ground Chandelure. Ground Chandelure, I think it's meh. I think Ground Chandelure is meh. The reason is because it's not too special. So you think, first of all, you have, what do we have? X accuracy all on the Chandelure. Sunny Day Overheat is not like too special. You can miss. If you have Heliolisk, Excadrill, Ground type, you can lower its accuracy to -6. Then like Overheat barely hits. And like Sunny Day doesn't help too much, especially if you're not hitting. X accuracy all does not help at all, especially it's just make Overheat more accurate. Hypnosis from the sides Gengar can be scary, but like if you're using Earthquake, you basically can take them out quickly and very easily. I don't think this stage is too hard, but if you do not have a ground type, then this might be safely. But you have Clay, you have Hapu. Like these are not bad ground types. These are okay ground types. You guys can use those as well. So yeah, I think that is the tier for Chantal. We're gonna move on to Grimsley next. Grimsley, starting off with Tyranitar. Tyranitar is free. Why are you gonna make free? Tyranitar is free. Weak to steel. So many options for steel type. Raihan, Jasmine, Wickstrom, Thornton, Steven. Like you have to have either Steven or like Raihan. Like even you don't, Gloria and Zacian. And then we'll also have Solgaleo. Solgaleo is basically free to play, and like Solgaleo can dominate Tyranitar very easily. Like even you have to go for Leer. Like Solgaleo can even affect by Leer and many of other things like +3 evasionist. Like you can counter that very easily. And yeah, I don't think there's like anything that Tyranitar is hard. Like Rock Tomb, Bite, Flinch Hacks, Crunch, Defense Drop, Rock Tomb Speed Drop. These might be bad, but like this stage is very easy to counter. I think it's free. Sharpedo. Sharpedo is tough. Sharpedo is tough in my opinion. And the reason is, hold on, let me just. Sharpedo is tough. 3 feet die hit. 3 feet +6 speed is kind of scary. And also, die hit Snarl can take out your Pokemon very easily because like your striker isn't very bulky, along with special attack is not good, and liquidation does a lot of damage. Liquidation waterfall does a lot of damage. And after you deal with Sharpedo, you still have to deal with the sides with Rock Slide Earthquake, and it's not easy to deal with. I'm being serious. So yeah, Sharpedo is tough tier. Liepard. I think Liepard is, well, save me. I think Liepard is probably one of the hardest stages in Unova Challenge. Thunder Wave. Liepard, Thunder Wave, Iron Tail, Night Slash, X Accuracy All. And aside, the person is Play Rough and Icy Wind. I think this stage is extremely hard if you don't have New Year Lily or Alder. And like this stage is too hard. Thunder Wave hacks 25% of Paralyze every single turn. Confuse Ray from the Umbreon, Dark Pulse flinches, Night Slash crit, Iron Tail defense drops, Thunder Wave I just said, X accuracy all, making Iron Tail even easier to hit. Icy Wind hitting everyone. It's like, it's so hard to deal with, and if you don't deal with the sides as quickly, the live part together, you're in huge trouble. And this stage is extremely hard to deal with, I'm being honest. I think Bishop is meh. Bishop is meh. Bishop hasn't much like Shadow Claw, Iron Head. The Magneton is Swift. Lucario is Earthquake. But like Leon, Red, Silver, Ethan, Hilda, all these fire types you can deal with the Bishop really easily. Just inflict a bird, inflict a trap, Sunny Day set it up, and then you're good to go. Because Bishop is a physical attacker. It's really easy to counter with bird, but you have to be careful with the beef up, which is +1 attack every time you hit by a physical move. But if you don't have a physical move, it's basically not even a problem. So yeah, be careful with Bishop, but I don't think it's a huge problem. Okay, next we'll have Caitlyn. Okay, Reuniclus. Reuniclus is tough. Reuniclus is tough because I think it's not too hard. Like, I would say this stage is free because I have 6-star EX Morty, but like I'm using a perspective that not everyone has 6-star EX, not everyone has a good ghost type like Morty, maybe they have Fantina instead, or maybe Acerola, I don't know, and or maybe Agatha, I'm not too sure. But like Reuniclus stored power, Psychic Terrain, Psychic, it's extremely scary. This thing has Force Field, which boosts its special defense when it uses a move, which means stored power is usually does a lot of damage. And if you don't have Reflect, even like Starmie without Reflect, it does like 400 something damage, which is insane. And yeah, Reuniclus is very hard to counter unless you have good ghost type. And yeah, the sides having Icy Wind, Frost Breath with crits. What's the other Pokemon? I forgot. But like Alakazam, like Store Power, Psybeam, Confusion Hacks. Yeah. And like they boost the speed, boost the special defense. If you're using Fantina without crits, you're in trouble. Agatha with affected by the special defense, it's really hard to counter as well. This stage is extremely hard, and if you don't have a ghost type, it's basically in well safe as well. But I think it's tough overall. Sigilyph. Sigilyph is man, it's not yet to free. It's not free yet. No, it's not free because it still has some problems. Air/Sprint, Psychic, the side have Heat Wave, Icy Wind. These things are still very tough to deal with. And yeah, Sigilyph with the safety teeter, with endurance up. It's kind of hard to deal with if you don't end, but electric terrain is really easy to set up with Volkner, Elessa, How, Sophocles. So many electric type options, Sinister, Elessa, so many options, and like even you and Pikachu, the first sync pair, can also deal with this stage. It's not hard to take out. And yeah, one thing to talk about Grimmsy and Tyranitar, it's neither has Iron Tail, and the Gigalith has Rock Slide, and Iron Tail has a 30% to miss, Rock Slide has a 10% chance to miss, that's why it's free. With Sharna is, well, save me. Yes. With Sharna is actually also a very hard stage. Yeah, Weak to Dark. Firstly, Dark types, very limited. Of course, you can use BB Carrot, Grimmsy sucks, Houndoom, Incineroar, Morpeko, Grimmsnarl, so many Dark type options, Lysander. But this Musharna has Hyper Beam. Yes, 90% accuracy, but it still hits most of the time. So, Hyper Beam can easily take out one of their Pokemon. So if you're in this situation, you're basically going into 2 versus 3, which is very hard to deal with. And yeah, even you have -6 special attack, it still does like 300 damage, which is still a lot. And yeah, Musharna is scary. Psychic Terrain, Psychic, Stored Power, Energy Ball, and yeah. The way I deal with it is a Poison Trap and Houndoom spamming Snarl and Dark Pulse flinches, which makes it a bit easier. But if you don't have this kind of strategy, it's so hard, being honest. Marshall. Marshall is strange. We have 4 Pokemon here. Let me just move them up. Throw, Sock, Burden, and Conqueror. Okay, I'm gonna rank Conqueror first. Conqueror is definitely, well, save me. Definitely. Conqueror is not easy to deal with. Hammer Arm, Post Haste, Hammer Arm, Rock Smash, Leer. This thing is just a monster overall, and it has some really good attack. And if you're not missing Hammer Arms, then you have to suffer like a close combat, but does not lower its defense or special defense, which is even harder than Bruno as the champ. Conqueror is definitely very hard, and yeah, Hammer Arm really sucks, and it's very hard to counter. Okay, U3. Throw is... I think Throw is tough. Or like, I'm gonna put Meh actually. The reason I put Meh is because Mega Kick, Perfect Accuracy can still miss, Low Sweep is weak, Speed Drop is scary, the sides having Safety Net, Endurance, Earthquake, Rock Slide can be scary, but if you deal the sides and then aim in the middle and you have some good luck and you miss a lot of Mega Kicks, or it just goes to Low Sweep, you're very easy to counter the Throw. Throw is not hard to deal with. Sock. Dang, I think Sock. I think Sock is meh as well. I think Sock is meh. The reason is because so many flying options. You have Skylar, Togekiss, Pidgeot, Swallow coming in. We also have Lysander as a flying option, Delibird as a flying option, Nate as a flying option, Gyarados as a flying option. So many flying types. Like, this thing is not too hard to deal with. Close combat, Unbending Stalwart is scary. Cannot lower its defense by itself, but like Confusion, Flinch Hacks can bring you through this very easily. And now, Mega Pidgeot, Gyarados, these are very good Pokemon, and you can always deal with Sock very easily as well. Breloom, free. Breloom is always free, I can tell you guys. I have not heard any person who tells me that they cannot beat the Breloom. Breloom, just Poison Store it at less than Poison 5, less than Trap 8. Poison it, wait for it, and you're done. There isn't a problem. And that Breloom does not have a Grass move. It only has Drain Punch, Low Sweep, and Rock Tomb. Does not have a Grass move. Very disappointed. And yeah, Breloom is just free as heck. Okay, Volcarona. This is actually very hard to deal with. Very hard to rank. Volcarona has two very special things to talk about. This stage is rather weird, I would say. There are two reasons. I'm gonna type it up and explain. The first reason is because of speed problems. Volcarona can charge up Hyper Beam, which is a 4 gauge move, which it can try to not use any attack for like 15 seconds, and you could just spam 3 Rock Slides, and then it goes for Hyper Beam. Second reason, Silver Wind problems. Omni Boost hacks, Struggle Bug, but probably Struggle Bug doesn't matter too much. And the third thing is the size with Warp, Bulldoze. These are also big problems as well. But like overall, I think this stage is not as hard as you expect. And yeah, also we have the plus 6 special attack, but -3 defense. This is very important because -3 defense, which means the rock types can hit even harder. Like, this thing doesn't have Unbending. If this thing has Unbending, it's definitely tough, but if it does not have Unbending, so it's meh. Yeah, Volcarona with Silver Wind, not very good. Heat Wave, not very good. Struggle Bug, not very good. Hyper Beam is the only problem here. Bulldoze from the Alvatoria, Rock from the Dragonite can be a problem. And yeah, I use Misty to dodge the Hyper Beams, but even it doesn't dodge, it still doesn't do too much. And it's -3 defense, so like you can counter this Volcarona very easily. Okay, now on to Iris, and we're ending the video. Okay, where is Iris? Wait, what? Did I forget to put Iris? Okay, that is not what I expected. Let me just quickly find Iris and give me a sec. I forgot to put Iris. I can't believe this. Okay, Haxorus is first. Haxorus, free. Haxorus is so free. Like, the reason Haxorus is free is because Slash is not good, Outrage not good, Dragon Claw not interesting, and it's a Dragon weakness stage, which means you can use your Palkia, Rayquaza, so many Dragon type options, Claire, Iris, and Haxorus as well. A lot of options, and you could counter this Haxorus very extremely easily without any problems. Maybe the sides have some sleeves like Komodo, Close Combat, and attacks. But like, besides that, is there anything special? No, there isn't. So yeah, I think Hector's is nothing too special. Hydreigon, pseudo legendary. I think Hydreigon is safe me as well. And if you want, if I'm gonna put these in a order, Hydreigon is always number 1. Hydreigon is always put on first, and then Liepard. I'm gonna rank it like this. This is the order. Hydreigon's always the hardest. Liepard is the 2nd, Conkeldurr the 3rd, Wishana 4th, and like this is the 5th. Hydreigon. Hydreigon is probably the last stage I figured out how to beat. Crit Shield is extremely annoying. Also, +2 attack, 3 heads, critical hit 1, critical hit rate +1, Dragon Breath, Paralysis hacks, Dragon Pulse, and very hard to survive hits. It's so hard. And aside having Heat Wave, Rock Slide, Burn hacks, Flinch hacks. Yeah, Hydreigon is just hard in all ways. And also, fighting weakness, it has Terrify 2, which means you get a -2 attack at the beginning of the battle. And if you use a Breaker Strike, you have -3 attack, which if you're using a fighting type, you have to buff yourself up a lot. And yeah, I think Hydreigon is probably the hardest overall. Okay, so let me just quickly sum up the rankings. 3, we have Tyranitar, Breloom, and Haxorus. Man, we have Drifloon, Chantal with the ground, Bisharp, Sigilyph, Throw, Sock, and Volcarona. Tough, Chandelure, Water, Sharpedo, Reuniclus. Well, save me, we have Hydreigon, Liepard, Conkeldurr, and Musharra. And that's it for the list, and hope you guys enjoy it. Let me just there you go. So this is my list here, and I wonder if you have to rank it yourself. Will this be the way you're ranking? Maybe some of you guys think dragon types are hard. Maybe some of you guys don't have steel type. Not too sure why. But let me know, do you agree with this list? And is there anything you would change for each of these stages? I might do another video saying what I want to change for every single stage, because there are a lot of things that Unova Champions can do better. Like Breloom not having grass types, Tyranitar not having Rock Slide, this thing not having Fury Dance, like why? And like Chandelure, like Drifloon not having Phantom Force is just disappointing overall. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. And see you next time. See ya.